Hi everyone, and welcome to Ask My Tablet, the show where you send in the questions and I ask my tablet. This is what I might call the lost question edition. You know, I've had trouble with all my comments, so naturally I found some questions that I never have seen before. I think Vicky was one of them. You probably thought I just didn't want to do your questions or something. It's because I never got it. And that was, I think there's several on here that are from like a year ago or something. So here we go. We'll go ahead and do them now since I found them. Okay, the first one's from Jennifer Feldman. Let me make sure this is turned up. It's not. Alexa, what is the purpose for the train's whistle at the train crossing?
Okay, here's SEPTA Regional Rail. I didn't understand your request. You can find your next train by saying, when is the next train from Chelton Avenue to Suburban Station?
Huh? I don't think she understands that.
Try finding the next train by saying, when is the next train from Chelton Avenue to Suburban Station?
No, thank you.
I didn't understand your request. You can find your next train by saying, when is the next train from Chelton Avenue?
No. Okay, well, it didn't work out too good, but I imagine the purpose for the whistle is to warn people when it's going through. And it's pretty loud. Okay. Alexa, this is from Kim. Alexa, what is the difference between a graveyard and a cemetery?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Quora.com, I am informed that in other places, cemetery is a commercial, or perhaps civic, facility for the burial of the dead, while graveyard specifies only those burial grounds associated with a church. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
I never knew that. That's interesting. So if it's a cemetery, it's, like a commercial. Maybe you're paying to, be buried there. And then a graveyard is one's associated with a church. That's interesting. Okay, here's one from Joy, my Joy. Alexa, what is the largest zoo in the world?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Quora.com, originally known as the Bronx Zoological Park when it first opened in 1899, the Bronx Zoo is the largest urban zoo in the country.
Well, it says country, but I asked in the world. Okay, here's another couple from Kim. Alexa, who invented t-shirt yarn?
Here's something I found on reference.com. The inventor of yarn cannot be determined because yarn dates back to at least 20,000 years ago. Some of the earliest examples of a yarn-like material are ancient string skirts made from plant and animal fibers. Yarn has been used throughout history and by many cultures.
I don't know if that's exactly what you're looking for there, but okay. And Alexa, what's the difference between Japanese food and Chinese food?
Japanese cuisine encompasses the regional and traditional foods of Japan, which have developed through centuries of political, economic, and social changes. Chinese cuisine is an important part of Chinese culture and includes cuisines originating from the diverse regions of China as well as from overseas Chinese who have settled in other parts of the world.
Okie dokie. And here's one from California Karen 789. Alexa, how old is karaoke?
According to WikiHow, to pick a song to sing at karaoke, choose one that you already know all the words to and that fits your vocal range. Avoid slow ballads or songs with long instrumentals or repetitive phrases, as the audience might get bored. Tell the DJ which song you've picked, then wait for your turn. When your name is called, take a deep breath and sing along with the words on the screen. Relax and try to project confidence, move around during the song, and have fun during your performance. To learn more details about this and other how-tos from WikiHow, say open WikiHow.
No thank you. let's see. Maybe she would say something about how old is it if I said, like, who invented or something. Okay, Alexa, who invented karaoke?
From 1961 to 1966, the American TV network NBC carried a karaoke-like series, Sing Along with Mitch, featuring host Mitch Miller and a chorus, which superimposed the lyrics to their songs near the bottom of the TV screen for home audience participation. The primary difference between karaoke and sing-along songs is the absence of the lead vocalist.
So 1961, maybe? Okay. Okay, here's several from Joe. Alexa, where is the fruit on a strawberry?
Here's something I found on the internet. A strawberry is a multiple fruit which consists of many tiny individual fruits embedded in a fleshy receptacle. The brownish/whitish specks, which are often considered seeds, are the true fruits, called achenes, and each of them surrounds a tiny seed.
Wow, I didn't know that. How about Alexa, is a coconut a nut?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Quora.com, coconut is not a botanical nut. It is classified as a fruit, even though the Food and Drug Administration recognizes coconut as a tree nut.
That's interesting. Okay. How about this one? Alexa, is a peanut a nut?
Peanuts are not, botanically speaking, nuts. They are legumes. However, they are considered nuts in cooking as they share many culinary properties with nuts, and people with nut allergies are allergic to them.
So they're not. They're legumes. How about Alexa, is a watermelon a fruit or a berry?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Quora.com, watermelon is grown in tropical and subtropical areas worldwide for its large edible fruit, which is a special kind of berry with a hard rind and no internal division, botanically called a pepo.
It's a berry. Okay. Here's a couple from Debbie Jean's This and That. Alexa, how did the Lazy Susan get its name?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Thomas Jefferson invented the Lazy Susan in the 18th century, though they were referred to as dumbwaiters at that time. It's said that Jefferson invented the Lazy Susan because his daughter complained she was always served last at the table and never found herself full when leaving the table.
Okay. How about Alexa, do ostriches really bury their head in the sand?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Quora.com, it's from an old belief that an ostrich buries its head in the sand when afraid, thinking that if it can't see the threat, it doesn't exist.
Didn't really say for sure, though, if it does or not. Okay, it says an old belief. Okay, and here's some from Vicky G. Alexa, in which U.S. state is the largest national forest located?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Wikipedia.org, the Nantahala National Forest, /NatHile/ is the largest of the 4 national forests in North Carolina, lying in the mountains and valleys of western North Carolina.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. I would have known the answer to this some other time, but I don't remember it now. I remember this. Okay. Alexa, singer Cat Stevens changed his name to what in 1978?
Here's something I found on the web. According to UltimateClassicRock.com. Meanwhile, Cat Stevens, who changed his name to Yusuf Islam in 1978 after converting to Islam, credited his many fans with his induction, which celebrates his multi-platinum success as a singer-songwriter in the 70s.
I remember it after I saw it there, after she said it. Alexa, What was the theme song from the television show MASH?
The theme song of MASH is Suicide is Painless.
Okay. I remember that song though. I mean, and it's supposed to be Suicide is Painless. That's weird. Okay. Okay. I hear that hawk out there. Alexa, who invented the mobile phone?
The first commercially available cellular phone was the Motorola Dynatac 8000X, developed by Martin Cooper and released in the United States in 1984.
Wow. Motorola. Alexa, who was Albert DeSalvo?
According to Wikipedia, Albert Henry DeSalvo was an American murderer and rapist and self-confessed serial killer in Boston, Massachusetts, who purportedly confessed to being the Boston Strangler, the murderer of 13 women in the Boston area from 1962 to 1964. In 1967, DeSalvo was imprisoned for life for committing a series of rapes.
Sounds like a bad guy, I tell you. What? Alexa, what famous person said history is bunk?
Here's something I found on the web. According to thoughtco.com, one of the best-known quotations of the inventor and entrepreneur Henry Ford is history is bunk. Oddly enough, he never said exactly that, but he did say something along those lines many times during his life.
He's probably said a dirty word or something. Okay. Alexa, what is the largest seed in the world?
Here's something I found on the web. According to wikipedia.org, the largest seed in the world is the coco de mer, the seed of a palm tree.
Okay. And I got one more from Joy. My Joy, that is. And it's, Alexa, what is the largest muscle in the human body?
The tallest muscle is gluteus maximus muscle.
The tallest, so that would be like the longest. The gluteus maximus, I can't tell what it shows. Like, it doesn't show where on the body, it just has like chemicals. You can see what I'm talking about. I can't tell much about that. Gluteus maximus, I thought that was like your butt. Or maybe it runs down your leg or something. I thought that was always what they'd call it, you know, what was your butt or something. Okay, how about, let's see here. Alexa, sing me a song.
Who, me? I couldn't. I hit it. When my Wi-Fi left me, and I'm out in the rain, those last few answers were hard to obtain, but that's no excuse to put me on mute, like a good cowgirl, all up in reboot. It's raining in the clouds, and I ain't proud. I'll answer in the morning, answer in the evening, when you're around. I'll answer in the morning, answer in the evening, when you're around.
I think that's the only second time we've heard that one, because I remember that it was, you know, new last time that we heard it. Okay, how about Alexa, tell me a story.
Sea time. There once was a cottage, perched at the edge of the sea. An old man lived alone in the cottage, which was small, but very tidy. Every day he would wake in the morning, greet the sun coming up over the horizon, and walk along the beach, sometimes for hours, until he found a single perfect stone. He would slide it into his pocket, after running his thumb along its sea-smooth surface, or turning it in the light, admiring small glints of mineral embedded deep within. As the years went by, the old man's rock collection grew. They crowded his window ledges and filled his planters, or sat in big glass jars around the edges of his porch. One day, a neighbor stopped by to share some leftover birthday cake. She was busy with children. They swarmed around her, in perpetual motion. By accident, the children tipped over one of the jars and sent rocks skittering in all directions. The old man and the mother laughed. Together they retrieved the stones. "Tell me," said the neighbor, as she dropped the rocks carefully into their jars, "why is it that you collect these?" The man looked at the children, happy with cake, their mother with her flushed and kind face. "It's to remember each of my days," he said, and he gave her her own stone, hoping it would be the first of many.
Wow, I don't think I've heard that one. I don't remember hearing that one before, so that's a new one. All right, how about Alexa? Tell me a joke.
What's the best gift for a Zen master? A house, because they enjoy living in the present.
Okay. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why wouldn't the cowboy eat baked beans for breakfast? He didn't want to put the fart before the horse.
All right. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for Ask My Tablet. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press that like button. That helps a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, of course, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This was bonus edition from Lost Questions edition. So not all of them. Some of them I just got recently, like the several at the top. So they're the first ones, you know, several of them. So thanks, everybody. If you would like to see Ask My Tablet again, send your questions in the comments, and I will write them down, and we'll do it again once we get enough. Thanks a lot, everybody, and have a great day, and God bless.